Winning is fun, sure. But winning is not the point. Wanting to win is the point. Not giving up is the point. Never letting up is the point. Never being satisfied with what you've done is the point. The willingness to experiment with change may be the most essential ingredient to success at anything. No one feels strong when she examines her own weakness. But in facing weakness, you learn how much there is in you, and you find real strength. When you choose to be a competitor, you choose to be a survivor. When you choose to compete, you make the conscious decision to find out what your real limits are, not just what you think they are. I 1,098 won games, and 8 national championships, and coached in 4 different decades. But what I see are not the numbers. I see their faces. By doing things when you are too tired, by pushing yourself farther than you thought you could, like running the track after a 2-hour practice, you become a competitor. Each time you go beyond your perceived limit, you become mentally stronger. Success lulls you. It makes the most ambitious of us complacent and sloppy. In a way, you have to cultivate a kind of amnesia and forget all of your previous prosperity. The game is never over. No matter what the scoreboard reads or what the referee says, it doesn't end when you come off the court. Belief in yourself is what happens when you know you've done the things that entitle you to success. Responsibility equals accountability equals ownership. And a sense of ownership is the most powerful weapon a team or organization can have. If you don't want responsibility, don't sit in the big chair. To be successful, you must accept full responsibility. The best way to handle responsibility is to break it down into smaller parts. Take care of one small thing at a time. You can't pick and choose the days that you feel like being responsible. It's not something that disappears when you're tired. My parents taught me a long time ago that you win in life with people, and that's important, because if you hang with winners, you stand a great chance of being a winner. There is an old saying, a champion is someone who is willing to be uncomfortable. To me, teamwork is a lot like being part of a family. It comes with obligations, entanglements, headaches, and quarrels. But the rewards are worth the cost. Teamwork doesn't come naturally, it needs to be taught. Put the team before yourself. Admit to and make yourself accountable for mistakes. How can you improve if you're never wrong? Change equals self-improvement. Push yourself to places you haven't been. Loyalty is not unilateral. You have to give it to receive it. It's harder to stay on top than it is to make the climb. Continue to seek new goals. Setting up a system that rewards you for meeting your goals and has penalties for failing to hit your target is just as important as putting your goals down on paper. Attitude lies somewhere between emotion and logic. It's that curious mix of optimism and determination that enables you to maintain a positive outlook and to continue plodding in the face of the most adverse circumstances. Attitude is a choice. What you think you can do, whether positive or negative, confident or scared, will most likely happen. There is always someone better than you. Whatever it is that you do for a living, chances are, you will run into a situation in which you are not as talented as the person next to you. That's when being a competitor can make a difference in your fortunes. God doesn't take things away to be cruel. He takes things away to make room for other things. He takes things away to lighten us. He takes things away so we can fly. SUMMITT was born Patricia Sue Head on June 14, 1952 to June 28, 2016, in Clarksville, Tennessee, the daughter of Richard and Hazel Albright Head. In her early years, she was known as Trish. She had 4 siblings: older brothers Tommy, Charles, and Kenneth, and a younger sister, Linda. SUMMITT was an American women's college basketball head coach who accrued 1,098 career wins, the most in college basketball history at the time of her retirement. She served as the head coach of the University of Tennessee Lady Vols basketball team from 1974 to 2012. SUMMITT won a silver medal at the 1976 Summer Olympics in Montreal as a member of the United States women's national basketball team. She returned to the Olympics in 1984 as a head coach, guiding the U.S. women's basketball team to a gold medal. SUMMITT won 8 NCAA Division I basketball championships. In 38 years as coach of the Tennessee Lady Volunteers, she never missed the NCAA tournament, nor did she ever have a losing season. SUMMITT retired from coaching at age 59 following a diagnosis of early-onset Alzheimer's disease. SUMMITT was inducted into the Women's Basketball Hall of Fame in 1999 as a member of its inaugural class. She was named the Naismith Basketball Coach of the Century in 2000. In 2009, The Sporting News placed her at number 11 on its list of the 50 greatest coaches of all time in all sports. She was the only woman on the list. In 2012, SUMMITT was awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom by President Barack Obama and received the Arthur Ashe Courage Award at the 2012 ESPY Awards. In 2013, she was inducted into the FIBA Hall of Fame.